Hello! Welcome to Live Write-In with Kelly and Megan.
Again!
Round 2! We are so excited to be here. If you've never tuned in for one of our write-ins before, we do word sprints during them, which is where we will pick a start time, and then we will write for 20 minutes. And at the end of those 20 minutes, we come back and check in with our word counts, see how everyone's doing. You can share your favorite lines in the discussion section if you want. I put a link to that in the comments. So I'm just assuming that Google does not have the comments fixed yet. If the comments are fixed, you can use those. And you're welcome to ask any writing-related, book-related questions in the comments as well, and we will answer those in the middle, or not in the middle of the writing sprints, in between the word sprints.
Yes, please do.
Yeah, you'll probably see.
Because it is going to get a little bit quiet when it's just the two of us. So unless you ask all the questions, it's going to be a whole lot of writing tonight. Which is good too.
There will probably be, or hopefully be, at least one other word nerd face popping in at some point. She sent an email, so she's got her hopes up now. I will be heartbroken if you don't show up. You know who you are. Oh man, what a day. Should we start our first? Oh crap, it's the 40 now. We need a nice round time.
All right, 45. We're going to talk for a whole 5 minutes.
We're going to talk for a whole 5 minutes. Introduce yourself in the discussion section. If it's your first time here, let us know you're here. If it's not, because we're real happy to see you. And I've got a bunch of fresh new writing prompts that will be new, so I'm excited about that. What else? Harry Potter chat this Sunday.
Yes. Did you manage Did you reread it?
No, but I reread it just a couple months ago.
Oh, yeah.
So really recently.
And really, we've all probably read it so many times that...
Oh, yeah. I hear rumor that some people are going to be coming looking like Harry Potter characters, so that's a thing.
I'll come up with something to wear.
Basically, I just have a Gryffindor tie, and then I was born with red hair, so I can just be like, I'm Ginny Weasley! What up? Oh, man. Let me check the comments.
Looks like we have quite a few people checking in already.
Oh, awesome.
Viewers as well.
We are so glad you're here. Welcome. Still pulling up the comments.
Lots of hellos. And Zadia, the Sockmaster, are the only ones chatting so far. So welcome both and everyone else.
Yes. The Sockmaster said, I was really scared I was late. Never fear. We seem to always be late. So, welcome.
Same time every week, 10 minutes after we say we're going to be somewhere.
If you're watching this later and you're not able to be here for the Wednesday night one and you're like, oh man, this sucks because I wanted a weekday one and this isn't the weekday that I wanted. Don't worry, we're not always going to do them on Wednesdays. We'll do them on other days as well. So if you missed this one, it's going to be okay. There'll be another one. We want to get as many people to the live ones as possible. So we're going to do a lot.
Yeah, we didn't mean to leave this one quite so late, but at least we got it in before the end of January.
Yeah, we'll pick February's in email after this.
Yeah. Because we discussed maybe missing a Sunday in February, right? So we should just do it whatever week that is.
Yeah.
I just don't remember which one we were actually talking about missing.
I think we're missing Super Bowl Sunday, and we're going to do it right in Valentine's Day Sunday. Because while it's difficult to do the write-ins with not a lot of people, it's still pretty doable. You guys are awesome at commenting.
Yeah. And it sounds like you and I are both going to be here, which is apparently all you need. So.
Yep. okay. We're all I need. Oh man. We've got 1 minute until our first writing sprint, word sprint. Yeah, that's what it's called, word sprint of the evening. It will last until the 05. That'll be 8:05 on the coast that we are on. Yeah, writing prompt. Let me pull it up. I screenshotted so many. All right. What's the weather outside of your character's window doing? Is anything else happening out there? Anything sketchy? Anything awesome? Write about what's happening outside of their window. And it's 7:45. Yay! So we're going to write like the wind and check back in the discussion section at the 05.
All right, guys, good luck.
And time. How'd you guys do?
And hello, Erin.
Erin's here! You came!
No, Kyra? Thought she said she was coming on.
I sent her the link, but we'd already started the sprint.
Oh, okay.
So she might be jumping on soon.
Gotcha.
Maybe. Kyra?
I'm that awkward person that just jumps on in the middle of the sprint. At least I wasn't like, hey guys!
On Friday!
Hooray!
Did someone call for me?
Yes.
Yay!
The world was crying out for you to come join this chat.
Mostly it was just me, but
Yeah.
the world too.
I come when summoned.
Like a
Yay.
genie. That's awesome. I come when I'm not wanted. Just in the middle of your chat.
No, always wanted. Always.
Oh.
Like a, what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
Poltergeist.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Like, what's the one? What's the one from? Oh boy, the one from here. Peeves. Peeves the
Yes!
poltergeist. I almost said Jeeves, and I'm like, he's not a butler. Oh, I didn't do super well because I've just been editing, so I don't have any words.
Just editing.
Just editing.
Mm.
I've been editing for about 6 hours so far. So
Holy crap.
I needed a break before I jumped back in.
Yeah.
Oh, my brain would fall out.
Yeah,
It
I'm
is.
surprised you're here.
Starting to mush, slowly but surely.
I did that last sprint even though I wasn't in the chat and I got 740.
Yeah.
Got 734.
Nice.
I got 417,
Woo!
which is
Awesome.
actually my best sprint in a long time.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys all did
surprised.
really well.
Let us know how you did in the discussion section. Link is in the description if you're not already also there, / have it open in a different tab. Gonna check those right now. We had a question. Someone asked what we're all working on. So I figured we could answer that. Erin's obviously doing edits.
Yes. An intense amount.
So many edits. Is that for your agent's book?
Yeah, that's for my middle grade. The one that my agent has sent me sheets and sheets of edits. Okay, I'm exaggerating, but there was 3. It wasn't that big a deal. But it's just I'm marathoning it all in one go, pretty much. So, woot.
Yeah. Oh, Emma's over on Twitter. She got 174 words.
Emma.
Yay.
Emma. She's at work.
Oh, sprinting
dedication.
while she's at work. Dedication.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
What are you working on, Kelly?
Currently a new adult romancy thing that I am struggling to write, but determined to finish. So.
How about you, Kyra?
I am doing YA fantasy.
You. I'm still working on my YA contemporary, but it will be done this week because I really want to go out to eat, and that's the reward if I finish it this week.
I feel like we should all give more details, but I'm so bad about talking about my own projects, and like since this is our writers group, I think I'm already pretty familiar with your guys' stuff, so.
Yeah, that's true. Mine is pretty easy to describe. I'll just say it's an LGBT middle grade retelling of Picture of Dorian Gray and leave it at that. It's wonderful. It's a one-liner.
I can use that really closely to mine. It's an LGBT love story between a Mormon girl and a trans boy.
There you go. One-liner.
One line.
Yes.
Man,
I
I
think
didn't have a one-line prepared.
Yeah,
What
me
is
neither.
this? Oh,
I probably wouldn't share it anyway.
One lines are hard for fantasy.
They
My-
are
Hard.
really
My book
hard.
is a comedic romp through a made-up world where all the book characters go after their stories have ended.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Hey, that was a pretty fast description. I was rereading on Writing by Stephen King, and he says the best stories are the ones you can describe in less than 30 seconds or something like that. There's a very small amount of time. I can't remember exactly what it was.
So we're killing it, is what you're saying.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying.
We've got lots of people in the comments. Thank you for joining us. We had Molly got 301 words this time. Started her novel for the 4th time and is liking this beginning much better. So way to go for that. It always feels really good to have a beginning that you like. Fantasy is underrated. It is. Said, my first word's print, and I did all right. Got 369 words. They think they just wrote a flash fiction piece, which I applaud you. I am terrible at flash fiction.
I can't do that either. I think I tried once.
I'm like, things are going great. This is a flash fiction piece. I need to end. How about I kill the main character?
And then they all died.
Megan H is here, also editing, so no word count, but is starting the task of typing in all of the written changes.
Me too!
Way to go, you guys.
High five. Digital high five. Anyways.
Janessa Kimball got 58 words because she had something pop up right as we started and is writing by hand.
Ooh.
Susan got -8 words. And now I know what you meant all those times you said revising sucks. But if you got negative words, you're editing right. So, we got a question from Desiree Williams. I have a question that is a little random. Did you guys go to college? And if so, what did you major in? I'm struggling with declaring a major.
I went to aesthetic school and then did it for a year and hated it. So that was the extent of my education.
I loved college a lot. That was a very good time for me. And as such, I spent a lot of time in a lot of different majors too before I settled on one. So don't feel bad if you're struggling to declare one. I spent 3 years in anthropology, but ultimately got my degree in linguistics with a minor in teaching English as a second language. So then I moved to California where I had no certifications to teach there. So the end of that.
I am in college. I'm studying linguistics. I did a minor in editing. I'm in my master's program, so I already have 1 degree, and I didn't know when to quit. So, in terms of like not knowing what you're gonna major in, like that's okay. And don't think just because like you want to be a writer that you have to like do English, you know?
Yeah.
There's nothing you have to, qualifications that you have to have to be a writer. So
well, and I think if you're a writer coming in with a background in something else, like a social science or STEM or something like that, it kind of gives you like a unique perspective, and you can.
Definitely.
I edited a book over the summer that was written by someone who did something STEM, and it was very sciencey. Like the plot was very science based, and it was super cool. So
that's cool. Sometimes I do wish I'd studied more writing in college, but I didn't get started writing again until I was a lot older. But one of the things that I really liked that I use as like feel good about the fact that I majored in something that I'm not using as much as I would have liked to when I was back in college was I was reading about J.J. Abrams, because I get really into Wikipedia when I'm watching movies. I want to know all the facts about all the people. And I was reading, and apparently when he was going to college, he was planning to study film, because that's what his dad did, that's what he really liked and stuff, and his dad suggested that instead of going and studying film, he go and study things that he could make films about, which I think is really cool.
That's really cool.
And then that's why a lot of people take philosophy and stuff.
Yeah, I think that may have been something he did a lot of. Philosophy
Probably.
Is intense.
I would love
It's
to
a
take
lot
a
of
class
fun.
on that. just because there's just the theories and such that people talk about that have been in those courses, like Ghost of the Machine and stuff, and all the like mind messes with your mind. I love stuff like that.
Yeah, my husband is getting his PhD right now, and it's in a field that involves a lot of theory of how things work, and so he'll come home and go like all Socratic method on me, like, so tell me what you think about this. Well, what about this? Does that change your answer? What about this?
I know my brother was talking about quantum mechanics to me over Christmas, and like about half of it's like whoosh, right over my head, but I really loved some of it, and I would just love to learn. I need a course that's like quantum mechanics for dummies, pretty much.
Yeah.
Use smaller words. I really like a lot of this, but I don't understand about half of it.
Yeah. I just want to take classes forever. I don't think I ever want to be a full-time student again. That was a lot of work. But I
want
still
the
like pull
classes
up course
without
rosters.
having to worry about flunking. Just
Auditing.
pretend homework.
That's how I met Kyra. I audited the children's lit class that she was TAing for.
So auditing just means sitting through the classes or something?
Yeah. You get to go, but you don't have to take any of the tests or turn in any of the assignments.
What? Okay, sign me up.
You don't get credits for it.
Yeah, no, of course not. Still, that'd be awesome.
I got life credits because I'm at my writing group.
Yeah.
The first version of my writing group.
I like it.
First
life
edition. Credits. Oh man. So should we start the next sprint at the 20?
Yes.
Talking for a little bit. Over in the comments, we've got the Sockmaster got 294 words in that last sprint. Way to go, the Sockmaster. Yeah. Refresh those comments again. Thank you so much to everyone who is here right now. We are so happy to have you.
I'm reading through all the old comments because I didn't see them before. Everyone's here.
Yay.
Woot.
The gang's all here.
It is. It's all the same people. I recognize you guys.
This is our actual writing group. It's me and Kyra and Kelly and Aaron. And we normally meet on Wednesdays, so this is basically writing group.
You're seeing Writers Group live right now.
Yeah.
A peek behind the curtain.
With slightly less fangirling than normal.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. There's usually more off-topic tangents and flailing.
Yeah.
Goes on.
Maybe slightly more writing productivity than we've had the last couple of writing group meetings.
Yeah. Someday I'll put stuff in the folder again, I swear.
Yeah. I'm really excited about my shiny new idea. Like, I still don't have, like, a major plot for it, but I keep getting, like, little blips, and I just had, like, a major character reveal idea thing that I'm really excited about. And so now I just want to write her. So bad.
Gonna plot it all out first?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's so funny because I'm like I said, I'm rereading On Writing, and Stephen King is so against plotting. Like, he goes on like really long tangents about how plotting is like bad for your creativity, and how an idea is like a fossil and you have to unearth it as you write the story. And I'm going, okay.
I
really
did not
don't like plotting.
This book that I'm writing at almost any point in the process, and it is definitely, aside from the first novel I ever wrote, it is probably the messiest thing I have ever written.
Mm-hmm.
I fare much better when I plot.
I think I'm okay when it's in between.
Yeah.
But, like, I kind of, after reading the book, I kind of want to just try unearthing a fossil. Like, I kind of want to just sit down and write and see what happens. It'll probably be extremely messy.
Yeah. I like unearthing the fossil through plotting. Like, I like taking, like, the characters and, like, learning the characters first and, like, some things about the world, and then being like, what would you do in this situation? Let me write that down. What would you do after that?
I never plot the characters first, ever. It's always the situation, and then I learn about the characters as I write. I don't know my characters until the end of the story, and then I have to go back and edit their reactions to things, and sometimes it does change the plot. But that's just, I can't plot them ahead of time.
Since we're talking about pants, I have a character who in the next few hundred words needs to turn into a random animal. My character to turn into, because I haven't settled on one.
A bird of some kind.
A meerkat? Is that what you said?
Meerkat. That's perfect. Yes.
What about a giraffe?
Yes.
Okay.
And on that note, meerkats, it is time for the next word sprint. We are going to write until the 40 for your prompt this time. Who's dancing in the scene right now? Someone is dancing. Why are they dancing?
How do you even spell meerkat?
M-E-E-R-K-A-T. Or C-A-T. I don't remember. I think it's K.
I think it's C.
Megan's just going
Kara can find
start
out.
calling people meerkats now. Hey, meerkats.
It's K!
It's
Yeah!
Thanks.
I know, because I watched so many commercials for Meerkat Manor. And time. How'd you guys do?
Actually wrote some words this time.
Ooh.
Shocking. Which is actually probably not good because I should be cutting more out than I'm putting in, but.
Eh. You've already done lots of rounds of revisions. It's probably okay to add stuff.
Yeah, but I've ended up adding a lot to this one.
Kelly said in our chat bar over here, only 374 for me this time. Lost internet for a few, and is now currently dealing with refereeing the dogs. Kelly got a new foster dog, and it's adorable.
And Barky.
And Barky.
I did 718.
Yeah. I only got 265 this time because I got really distracted because there's a chance that the comments are working. I can see them and make a comment. Kelly is not able to, but doesn't see that they're disabled. And someone else has commented. So
Okay.
if you happen to check that out and you are able to, that's awesome. We're going to keep an eye on that as well now. But we won't stop checking the discussion. We'll check both.
That'd be cool if it suddenly randomly worked.
Especially because last week for Writers Group, we sent them those really impassioned feedback. Like back to back. It asked us all what we wanted, like, or what we liked about the original, and we all wrote very passionate responses.
That it worked.
Yeah.
That it wasn't craptastic.
I think I had an entire paragraph that was caps locked. Why in the world did you remove the comments option from Hangouts on Air?
So strange. It's like they want to talk to each other? What?
What?
I don't understand this.
What
Audience
madness.
I'm not seeing comments when I look at it.
I'm seeing, we've got a comment in the regular comment section from Geek Squad 2.0, formerly known as Megan Fred Bappa, is back and ready to jump into writing. And Lee Curry said, "Am I late? Did I miss anything yet?" You are a little late, but you haven't missed anything important. Well, writing is always important, but we've been doing word sprints, so we're just going to keep doing those. And feel free to hop in. It looks like chat is working for like half of you guys. So
weird.
Hopefully they're on the road to fixing it.
Random.
Half is better than 0. We've got Molly got a little less this time, but got in 263 words, which is awesome. And also really, really close to what I got. The Sock Master got 229 words.
Nice.
A Rather Smart Llama got no words and figured out that they need to cut out about 85% of the nano novel and have to rewrite. Sigh. That's never a good feeling.
That's rough.
Yeah.
Been there.
We feel for you.
Yes.
Fantasy is Underrated got 486. Let me check the tweeter. Emma got 335 words.
Yeah, Emma.
Yeah, Emma. If you are just tuning in, this is your first time ever joining us for a live write-in, welcome. We're really excited to have you here. The way this works is we do word sprints. We will start the next sprint at the 50. And during that time, it's a 20-minute period of time where we all write as fast as we can, get out of as many words as we can, And then we come back at the end and share our word counts or how edits are going if you are doing edits. And it's a lot of fun. We can encourage each other, and there's lots of people in the comments, so lots of ways to make writing friends. And you can ask questions. And in between the sprints,
There's a Q&A tab.
Apparently.
what the F? I don't even have
Well,
Q&A enabled.
I don't have that. No.
Mine.
What is happening?
Are you on the new version of the chat?
I didn't change it when I got on, so probably.
There's no new version for Hangouts that I've seen on air.
Okay, so like on the Hangouts tab, like to the left, it's like the third one down.
Mm-hmm.
I see it.
Kelly sees
Oh,
it.
look at that!
So, hi people who are
That's so
talking to us
cool.
on that.
Whoa! No,
What?
mine
I
says
didn't know
this
that was there.
feature is disabled. Okay, you're seeing it, but I can't see it.
We don't know what's happening.
It
But-
tells me it's disabled.
We now see anything that's been going in the Q&A tab, so we're very happy to see you, Matt
Some
Ophelia, and Autumn the writer.
I don't even know where you comment on it to have it end up there.
Yeah, if you want to let us know where you're seeing this, that would be great.
I don't understand why it's disabled for me, though. I wonder if it's because I'm on the old version or something. I don't know.
My version is the exact same as it's always been.
Yeah, same.
So weird.
We don't know. Google's all kinds of shifty, but at least it's letting people comment. So
Okay,
we've
now
got kind of a
I'm
lot of
seeing
questions, so let's push back the sprint to the 55 again.
Yeah, we have some questions in the YouTube discussion as well.
Yeah. Over here we've got Autumn the writer asked, do you have any tips for finishing up a first draft?
Pretty much just power through and let yourself suck. I always have to remind myself to let myself suck because I will come back and edit it later.
Yeah. And just know that your climax of the book is not going to be as good as it is in your head the first go around, but that you can totally fix it, and it's going to be awesome after revisions. We've also got the wordiest nerd is here, so welcome.
I like that name.
Autumn the writer got 162 words. Let's see. Jumping all over the place. Comments everywhere. There was a comment earlier that I missed where someone was asking about ways that we keep track of goals. Because she saw that I had talked about like my goal charts over here. And if there were any other ways that you guys keep track of your goals.
I did a video on this on the channel here a while ago too. That's noisy. I'm not sure what that is. Can you guys? Did you guys hear that?
I heard
Oh,
it, yes.
Okay, I don't know if it's my microphone.
Yeah, probably
The
dogs
word
wrestling.
nerd knows.
But I did a video on this a while ago just talking about keeping quarterly goals versus doing like New Year's resolution type of thing. And
I watched that today.
and I keep like my favorite out of all the options that I had on the video is my whiteboard. I just divide it in half and do like say January on one and February on the other, and then I just have like my major goals on both sides of the board for the next 2 months. And then I can even break that down further in January, say by doing an actual wall chart of my goals and then the small steps to get to it. So, and sticky notes and highlighters and make it fun.
Yeah.
Attainable, small attainable goals.
Over in the Q&A section, the wordiest nerd said that they really like to use Scrivener to help track goals, and I love also using Scrivener. I use it more on a daily type of goal setting, but they have an awesome chart that goes from red to green when you reach your word count goal for the day, and I love seeing it go to green because I am an 8-year-old in my mind, probably, but I really like it.
I like self-bribery.
Yes.
So like I have certain things that like certain milestones equal certain rewards.
Yes.
We do have a couple questions here. Somebody says, first of all, they found the amazing spreadsheet over at Write All Year and just wanted to say thank you. And then they also asking, would you refer to an old teenage guy in the Middle Ages as a man, a young boy, or sorry, a man, a young man, or a boy to avoid confusing the reader?
So it's the Middle Ages and he's like late teens.
Yeah, an older teenage guy. I always say boy. Even in YA, I say boy. Usually because it's from the point of view of a teenage girl who says, oh, a cute boy or something. I still call people boy all the time, even my own age.
I think it depends a lot on the tone of your book.
That's true. Also, who is narrating? Like, if it's an older woman, she might say, what a nice young man, or something, right? Where if it's the same age as them, then they'll probably say guy or boy. Maybe not middle ages when say guy. See, yeah, the language. Gentlemen.
You could also make it clear just as you're building up the world, like if he is 17 and that is the age of a man in medieval times, you could have someone point out, like, you are a man now. Like, get your act together. So that could kind of help, like, define the world a little bit.
I also wouldn't, like, Megan says under here that struggling not to overuse it. I wouldn't ever necessarily even use boy or man or whatever too much, just he and then his name in descriptions. And then young man or boy or whatever, only when someone else is describing him from kind of a detached point of view. Because once they get to know that person, they're not going to continually say young man or boy, they're going to say his name or just he.
That's something I do all the time, is I'll just not name a character, and I won't realize that I haven't named them, and they've been there for like 5 chapters, and I'll just be like, the boy shakes his head, then the boy does this, and then he does this, and it gets really confusing in revisions.
Well, especially like if you're coming from a first-person point of view, or not, sorry, first person, but third person, but the boy is the character, like the from their point of view, sort of, that can really detach. Like, I did that all the time when I was younger. Like, saying, oh, and then the young girl went and did this. Okay, now you have like a degree of separation between the girl and your reader because you're describing her that way. So just her name or she is good if it's a point of view character.
We've also got Janessa Kendall got 150 words and a very sore wrist. The sore wrist is not ideal. The word count is awesome, though.
I hear you.
Oh, we had some questions about the Q&A stuff. My only guess for Q&A is that people are seeing it on the Google Plus page, perhaps.
Oh, yeah. So not YouTube on the Google Plus
but
page.
It's behaving very strangely as well. So if you are in the Q&A section and we miss your comment, it's because it is putting new comments in the middle of all the other comments.
It's really weird.
Really sorry.
I think it has to do with, like, if someone likes a comment, then it goes higher on the list.
Which is really, oh, you're right. But yeah, that doesn't make a lot of sense because we don't see new comments coming in unless they're being liked.
So
I just keep shaking my head at Google because I'm like, what are you doing? I feel like it is getting a little better though, which gives me hope that in the next month it will be resolved.
Maybe if we give them impassioned feedback again.
Yeah, next writers group.
We will do it every Wednesday until they resolve all our demands.
Just yell at them every Wednesday. What are you doing with your life? Google.
It is sprinting time.
All
we
right.
are going to sprint for 20 minutes, which means we will be checking back in at the 15, assuming I mathed right, which I think I did. Write all the words for your writing prompt. For the record, I did not make up these writing prompts. I ran out after like 5 minutes of trying to come up with them. These are from thinkwritten.com, like written, and they have a post of 365 creative writing prompts. So for this one, write about or include something in this scene that your character is addicted to. What's something they can't go without?
Ooh.
And check back in at the 15. Good luck, word nerds. You can do it. And time. How'd you guys do this time?
I got 300 words, not pages.
That's impressive.
Got 300 words.
Wrote a whole book.
And then I hit a section where I'd like already written the scene, so I had to like go and merge the scene I was writing with the scene I had written.
Where's Kelly?
She had to make a phone call with the dog people.
Oh. Oh yeah, look at that. In the chat bar.
Dog people. Oh.
I thought I was sucking it up, but I got 443 words this time, which was even better than my first round one. Yay! Let us know how you did in the discussion section. It turns out there are lots of places that people are commenting, so we're trying to keep up with all of those. But if we miss your question, know that it's not because we didn't like your question. It's probably that we didn't see it.
Yeah, because this is like kind of uploading like crazy random.
Yeah.
Somebody says, Erica, I was viewing an upload of yours about Scrivener. Is it okay to ask you questions here? Erica's not here.
But you can ask us questions.
Erica. But you can ask us questions. Megan knows about Scrivener. I do not. Scrivener confuses and terrifies me, so.
Erica's also on Twitter if you specifically wanted to ask her. I believe she's at Erica Crouch. Let me verify that. At Erica_Crouch. Over on Twitter, Abigail Piercing got 519.
Nice.
Way to go, Abigail.
The wordiest nerd got 727, which is fantastic.
Dang.
It says using the writing sprints on the novel and not the prompts. You know, that's great. The prompts are just if you want them.
Yeah.
We hope you're
Just
working
for
on
fun.
Let's see.
We have a question
Mm-hmm.
from Danny Darling who says, do any of you write any form of fan fiction?
Definitely used to.
Yeah, I
Not
don't
anymore.
anymore. Not for lack of the urge, though. Pretty much any time I read any Drini fan fiction, I get like this really intense urge to write it, but I always get distracted by my other projects. But I am a huge Draco Ginny shipper, so I always wish there was more of that out there.
I don't, but I have certain characters who tempt me. And I have fan fiction characters in the book I'm writing right now, which isn't the same thing, but kind of, not. I don't know.
I definitely have been tempted to write supernatural fan fiction. It may have happened once or twice, but I don't post them online. That's the only thing.
We've got Ray Dogs 101. Did the first word sprint just now and got 611 words.
Thanks.
So way to go. Danny Darling got 380. And we've got DKJR119 asked, I'm in the middle of a boring part in my story and it's really slowing down my word count. Should I skip to a different part and come back or just keep going? Which this makes me think of our Nano video.
Yeah. I would question why I'm bored. If I find that I'm bored when I'm writing, it usually means my readers are going to be bored too. So is there not enough stakes? Is there not enough tension between characters? Why the boredom is what I always ask myself. And then if it's because there's really nothing happening, I cut that part out. Skip the boring bits.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I always like to take a day usually to just kind of look at what I've got, see like, what's the plot right now? How's that going? Is there something that I could just start from here on out that would make me more excited to write it? Or is it really just like, this is a perfectly action fun scene, I'm just really not feeling it right now?
That's true. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I have actually once, for the first time ever with this story, I skipped ahead and wrote a different scene because I was just like really in the mindset that I felt like my character would be in during that scene. And I was like, I need to get this down now while I'm feeling these feels. So
yeah, you can definitely jump around, but if you come back to it and you're still bored, I would find a way to insert, like even if it's not all car chases and shots being fired, but you could have micro tension and just put in, body language and unspoken things the characters are saying to one another without actually saying anything out loud. And there's just like so much you can do with just below the surface level tension. So
yeah. We've got Fantasies Underrated got 597 words. The Sockmaster got 207. A rather smart llama asked, what is the weirdest scene you have ever written?
Oh, good question. I don't even have an answer yet. It's just a really good question. Mm-hmm. Weirdest scene.
The first one that comes to mind for me was a dream sequence, actually, for one of my characters in a past novel. But she has a dream and her brother is there and he basically starts like disintegrating right in front of her because he's very ill and it's the most gruesome thing I've ever written. So it was really like weird writing it. I was like, I really like this, but I feel like I have a really dark mind right now. Maybe I should go watch a Disney movie or something.
Mine is kind of similar, actually. It's the manuscript I'm editing now, and in the very beginning scene, a painting comes to life and kind of reaches out and sucks the life out of this person standing in front of it. So that's probably the weirdest scene I've written in a while.
I wrote a scene that was kind of complicated with lots of, like, clones and... There were like clones and shapeshifters in the same scene, and it got confusing really fast.
That's awesome.
That's amazing.
You never knew who anyone was and if they were the real person or not.
That's confusing me just thinking about it.
I love it.
That's awesome.
We have kind of a similar question to what was asked before about skipping ahead. From the Sockmaster saying that they started the first chapter and then moved on to chapters 3 and 4. Should I have just sucked it up and written that part, or is it better that I skipped?
Probably
Yes,
means 3 and 4 is where your story actually starts, is what I'm guessing.
I feel the same.
We have another question in the Q&A comments.
Yeah, is it the Scrivener one? Because I saw that one.
No, there's another one. I mean, the
what's
Scrivener
that one?
one's there too.
I know the answer to the Scrivener one.
You don't know the answer, or you do?
I do, yeah.
Oh, you should answer that one, and then we'll ask the other one.
So, when you're doing the split screen, it's not creating 2 separate files for each scene. So if you have the same scene open on each screen and you're changing things on one side, it's technically still the same file, so it's going to change them in that scene as well. There is a feature called the snapshot where in the upper right-hand corner there's a little eye in a circle. And if you click that, it'll open up kind of a side panel. And down at the bottom of that side panel, there's a camera. And if you push that, you can take a screenshot of the scene, and it will save the scene as it is in that little screenshot section. And so then you can change things in that scene, and they'll stay the same in the screenshot. Hopefully that made sense. You could also probably duplicate the scenes, and then that could get a little confusing. You'd have to make sure they have different names or something. What was the other question in the Q&A?
It was, sorry, let me go back to it. Change my screen. And they've all moved around order.
I know.
Rude.
So
a cool question I thought of, if you're working on a story or a book of your own, do you ever fan cast your characters with actors or musicians or models?
Oh, yeah. A lot.
I have a Pinterest board for every book I do.
I don't do it with characters as much as I do it with scenes, with settings, if that makes any sense. Like I'm writing a story right now, and I don't have I have a general idea of what she looks like, but I'm not too fussy about it. But I've got her bedroom mapped out. Like I know what her bedroom looks like, and I've got a picture of it because I have to have that to know where she is in a scene, and I don't like go into a huge amount of detail describing the setting, but I just need to know where she is, where she's walking, where she's sitting, to actually be able to picture it in my head.
Yeah. I don't think I've fan cast in a little bit. Normally I really like to do it, but I've been doing it more once I get to revisions, I think. But I also really like having a Pinterest board for like pictures that match the feel of my book. Like, oh, look at these creepy ladies. They're kind of creepy like my book. I like that.
It's good inspiration.
Yeah.
I might do it once I'm done. Like you said, once you're in revision mode, then I might look up who I think the character might look like and put in a few more details. But like I said before, the character's still really, I'm figuring them out the whole time I'm writing the first draft.
Yeah.
I tend to do things like that actually when I'm kind of bored with a project because it kind of gets me motivated and interested in it again. My other thing that I love doing lately is going to like the little online doll maker websites and like making my own.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, Adobe just came out with this new program that I'm freaking loving. If you have the their like Creative Cloud package, you can do a free trial of their program. It's called Adobe Fuse. It's amazing. It creates these like 3D characters for you, and you can make like very specific changes. Like, I want your triceps to be bigger. I want the eyes to be farther set.
That might be a little intense
fun
for me. It sounds really awesome, but it sounds too smart for me too.
I love it. I love it so much.
Yeah, I
I've been
don't
playing
think
with it a
I'd be able
lot.
to work it. I can't even figure Scrivener out, so.
No, it's pretty self-explanatory, but I can't do much with the files outside of it because I'm not quite skilled enough to put those files into After Effects and make them move.
Oof, jeez. Sounds like a lot of work.
But I have those files for if the day ever comes. I am talented enough to make them move in 3 dimensions. Oh gosh. Over on Twitter, we had Lady Lee got 558 words. Way to go, Lady Lee. I'm not seeing any questions. Are you guys seeing any questions?
I see one.
Okay.
And we have Alan wants to know what a virtual write-in is.
Awesome. Welcome to the virtual write-in. I say it like that because I'm really good at this spiel now. But if you've never been here before, this is where we sit down and we do word sprints together. So we set a starting time. For example, the next sprint will start at the 35, and they go for 20 minutes. And we write for 20 minutes. And then at the end, we all check in and share our word counts and encourage each other. You can share your favorite quotes from the book that you're writing in the comments if you want. And then if you ask questions, we answer them in between the word sprints, that is. This upcoming word sprint will actually be our last word sprint of the night because it's getting a little late. But it has been so fun being so productive with you guys.
Got a prompt for us?
I do have a prompt. We still have 5 minutes before the next starting time. But let's see. In this scene, either your main character or some other character, whatever your heart feels like, is eavesdropping. Who are they eavesdropping on and why?
Dang it, I did that in the last scene. It's too early.
Bad time.
You saw the future!
Preemptive eavesdropping.
Yeah. That's how spy-tastic she is.
Ooh, that's a good word. Fantastic.
The Sockmaster suggested a website down in the discussion section with a lot of like fun dress-up things for character ideas. I'm not going to try and pronounce the name of the website because I know I will butcher it, but it's in the discussion section, so check that out if you want to find more things like that.
The one I like is like reenmarugames.com.
That's what she recommended.
Yes, I love that one.
Or he. I don't think I know the gender. The Sockmaster. Sorry, I'm really sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know.
I like that one because it's kind of like manga-y.
Yeah.
So yeah, like depending on what style you're looking for, others are good, but I just like that one.
That's fun. I'll have to check that one out.
That's where I did my like current Twitter profile picture.
Oh yeah, I really like your Twitter profile picture.
Thanks. That's how I did it. I didn't draw it myself because I don't have those skills.
I don't either.
Yeah.
Oh. We've got 3 minutes until our next and final word sprint of the evening. It will go from the 35 to the 55, and it's gonna be good. I'm gonna write so many words. You don't even know. At least 5 words.
That's 5 more words than you have written now.
Yeah, it is. I've already crossed 1,000 for the day, which is a pretty big deal for how much I've been writing lately.
Getting closer to dinner.
I had pizza right beforehand.
Mm.
I had some really good soup.
Mm.
It's always good to write on a full stomach, usually.
Yes.
I don't know, I feel like that's a good policy.
2 minutes.
Unless you eat too much and then you get like that after food apathy.
Yeah. It's like, am I alive or am I dead? I don't know.
Yeah.
So much food.
Can lead to some interesting writing.
Yeah, life is so hard. Too much food. Can you tell that we're starting to get tired, guys? Oh.
We've had a lot of good questions this time, though.
Yeah, thank you so much for all your questions.
Participation.
Last time it was just me and Kelly, and there were like no questions. It was awkward all around.
Mostly stayed up way too late last night.
Yeah, I was reading Their Fractured Light, and I finished it, and it was really good.
I need to read that.
I haven't read it
Yeah.
yet.
Oh, Danny just asked favorite fandoms.
Supernatural.
I
Yay.
do like
Harry Potter.
Supernatural.
Doctor Who.
Marvel for me,
I could just keep going.
and
I live kind of vicariously through Emma. She's really into the Once Upon a Time fandom, and I like Once Upon a Time, so
Yeah.
she keeps me updated on all the fandom stuff.
I love
She
Once
texts
Upon a
me
Time,
important gifs.
but I only get the stuff that's on Netflix because I do not have cable. So it's kind of awkward when someone's like, "Hey, this cool thing just happened in this season," and I'm like, spoilers. Really old spoilers, but hey.
Yeah, so I haven't seen Age of Ultron yet, and I've been really wanting to, and I finally borrowed it from my family, and I avoided spoilers for a year, and 2 days ago I got spoiled.
Oh no!
I'm so sad.
Oh.
That was like me with Star Wars. I was paranoid of spoilers before. So paranoid. I'm just gonna stay off the internet.
People were good about Star Wars. I didn't see it
They
until like
were.
2 weeks after it came out, and I didn't like any spoilers at all.
I got spoiled immediately the day afterwards. So I was looking up
Oh,
articles and some jerk face was like blah 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 in the comments and everyone's like, what the heck? And I was like, I already saw it. Jerk.
Like, did you guys, sorry, technically it's springtime, but first I'm gonna say, did you guys hear about like that one guy at the movie theater who shouted out the biggest spoiler and the people like mobbed him and
what
like
did he
attacked
think was
him?
gonna happen?
Yeah.
That they'd be like, oh, good joke, dude. Oh, Star Wars fans will kill you for that.
Yeah. Crazy town. Anyway,
I guess
on that note, it is writing word sprint time. I always get the words mixed up. My mouth is full of marbles. Your prompt is someone is eavesdropping. Who's doing the eavesdropping? Who are they eavesdropping on? Why are they doing it? Include it in your scene if you want to. You don't have to. And we will check back in at the 55. Also a reminder, this is the last word sprint, so put your whole heart and soul into it.
Whoa, that's not heavy or anything.
In a non-Horcruxy way.
You don't put your whole soul into a Horcrux.
Yeah. Oh, perfect.
So it's fine. It's fine.
Everything's fine.
1-7. You're okay.
And time. How did you guys do?
I'm counting. Trying to remember where I started.
Always have that problem.
I got 317 this time.
That's
Got almost 1,500 for the night, which is like 7,000% more than I'd written in the last week.
I am at 939. That was a good sprint.
wow.
Yeah, that was a really good sprint.
Super.
Yeah. Let us know how you did in the discussion section. That was our last sprint of the evening, so we will check out your word counts, congratulate each other, and then take any final questions you might have. And we will wrap it up from there. The Sockmaster got 249 for a grand total of 979. Way to go.
Nice. You pretty much answered all of these questions, but it's hard to tell with the Q&A.
We're clearing out fast. Oh no. Sorry, we're quiet. We're all pouring through to make sure that we didn't miss anything.
It's hard when you have comments in like 3 different places.
Yeah.
But we love that we have comments at all.
Yeah.
Danny said that she finished These Broken Stars 2 days ago, and she's not okay.
Yes. These Broken Stars was probably my favorite, but the Shattered World was really, really close second. Their Fractured Light I could have done with a little more tragedy. That's because...
So I'll probably like it.
Yeah. It was still amazing. I read it in like 2 sittings. It was so good. And you got like so many threads were woven in from all the books. I don't even know how they kept up with it. It was so good. I love that series.
I haven't read the 3rd one yet, but I love the first 2. Alan says, just want to say thank you for being you and putting yourselves out there and hope to catch the show again. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks for being you and showing up.
Yeah.
We like it when people show up.
Yeah. It's real awkward when nobody shows up.
Just talking to ourselves.
We've got Fantasy is Underrated, got 619 words for a total of 2,072.
Ooh.
So way to go. They said this is an awesome sprint. I need to try more on my own to actually write each day. You and I both.
Yep.
Oh.
I feel like Ride or Die has not been recommended yet, or at least for a while. I love Ride or Die. So basically it's a program. There's a free version online that you can use. I loved it so much that I downloaded the fancy version. But you set a time limit for yourself and like a goal word count, and it has like a little progress bar, and if you're not writing for a long time, then it like beeps at you and shows you scary pictures to make you keep going.
What kind of scary pictures?
Spiders.
What?
There's like
Spiders?
spider pictures. Yeah.
No, dislike.
It's super effective.
Oh.
There's also like a rewards mode so that like it's the opposite. So if you keep writing, then you get like pictures of doggies and things. So depending on your writing style.
Write 2,000 words or we drown the kitten.
Yeah. I like that.
Okay.
No kittens were harmed in the making of this program.
Okay, good. This sounds kind of.
But yeah, depending on whether you're a stick or carrot person, you can change your mode. Anyway, I love Ride or Die.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a way to do word sprints on your own.
Yeah, that is really nice. I'm also, if I want to meet my goals, I have to finish writing this book by Sunday.
Oof.
So the end of the month. I have about 10,000 words left, which is not an undoable amount. I've written that many in a day before, twice. But, so I'm going for a 5K day tomorrow. So if you follow the Word Nerds on Twitter, I'm going to run some sprints over there, but it won't be live like this because I will not look okay to be on camera. I will probably be a zombie. I'm not seeing a ton of new comments or questions. Am I missing anything? Are you guys seeing any?
I
am not seeing.
Okay. So, if you are new, thank you so much for joining us. Feel free to subscribe if you are into that sort of thing. And we really hope you're into that sort of thing because we love subscribers. And we do videos every single day of the week. Every Sunday we do a Hangout on Air. Kind of like this, but we don't always write. So this Sunday is our book club pick for January. We're talking about Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone because we've been wanting to talk about Harry Potter for so long. And so hopefully we'll see you there. Thank you so much for being with us. Do you guys have any closing thoughts?
I don't think so. Just my bed.
Good writing.
I'm yawning so much.
Yay words.
All right. Well, we love you guys, and we will see you every day, but especially on Sunday. Bye.
Bye.